Okay, 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 Kanye. I don't have anything. I also was happening is K.A. is back in this 9K show, but he sleep to cut up a throne I want to ton. So, Donda dropped literally 5 days before it was supposed to drop. We've got the Donda album, a tribute album to Kanye's mother who passed away, and I don't know what to say. Now, before that, this is raw thoughts. I'm not gonna give you the full breakdown or what's it called, review of the album. I need to do a couple more listens because, yeah, that was a lot and everything. Before I even break down the album, let me get. So basically, a story came out saying, oh, the baby and his manager was trying to stop um a song coming out. I think it was Jail Part 2, the song that Jay-Z was on. He put the baby on it. So they were trying, I guess Kanye was waiting for that song. Even if you listen to Donda at some point on like Spotify or whatever, it wasn't cleared yet, so it was listed there with the baby, but you couldn't play it because it wasn't cleared yet. It wasn't allowed to be played because I guess they had to do some clearings or whatever the fuck happened. So even my first listen, I was like, what the fuck? I had to go on YouTube to finish listening to that, to get to listen to that. It was pretty much the same, just the baby came on the song. But honestly, it made no sense. I don't see why the baby would do it. Yeah, he was talking about the Rolling Loud situation, but I don't think it's that serious. Maybe the manager was looking out in the baby's best interest because he didn't want to bring that stuff up. Now that people are forgetting it and he's getting like festival bookings and shit, but hey, I digress. It is what it is. Anyways, so yeah, like, subscribe, by the way. Yeah, I just started talking. Donda, 10th studio album by Kanye West, and it's a weird one because it's like it is an album. It's not really. It's similar to his older shit. He's not super gospel, but like it also is. I feel like Kanye just makes music at this point. I wouldn't classify this as a generic gospel album. Well, not generic, but I wouldn't classify it as like Jesus is King and Jesus is born, but it has some of that. Like he literally bleeps out like the guest rappers on there if they're cussing whatever bleeps it out. I don't think there'll be an explicit version, which there should, because me, I just hate the bleeps. So I'm just like, bro, just say your shit, but like, hey, it is what it is. And it's just, Now, first of all, production was magical. The one thing you gotta give Kanye over Drake, the production gonna be some shit. I fuck with Drake, but the production, say what you want about Kanye, that nigga gonna make some beats, some production shit. You gonna sit there like, what the fuck? That's the one thing you gotta give him. And honestly, this is just my raw thoughts. So I can't even form a proper opinion into this. I will say this: I do like the album. I do like what I heard. Some of the songs are long. Some of the part twos are long as fuck. But it was what it was. Now all the songs were good except song one. The Donda chant was stupid. But all the other songs are good. I'm not gonna break down the full track list. And again, that's gonna come in the full fucking review. But the features like Vori, I have to put respect on your name. I called this man trash. I say he was a hoe. I don't know why Meek Mill signed him. I was disrespectful. I gotta put respect on that man's name. He did his thing. He did his thing. He got the Jay-Z song, and then he was talking about this could be a return of Watch the Throne, which he stated in his verse. So I was just like, oh, I see where that came from. Fabio Foreign, standout feature. Gotta give it to him. Baby in the Weekend, didn't know I needed that on the song. He gave it to us. Vori did his thing. Nice to hear Ruga. Nice to hear Ruga on the song. Very good. I like it. He put it right after the Dirk song too. That was crazy. Playboy Cardi, I liked him on here. You know, Thugga was a surprise. Don Toliver, kind of a little bit of surprise. Ariana Grande, didn't expect that. Didn't expect that. Casey, don't know who the fuck that is, but Westside and Conway, good. J Electronica, great verse. The Pop Smoke one was and it didn't feel lively. I didn't even hear Chris Brown on You Again. He's listed here. Yeah, Shansia was on Pure Souls. Bibbs, by the way, man. Nigga put Bibbs on the albeit. Anyways, Vori with No Child Left. Okay, Vori just respect. Marilyn Manson was on jail too. Okay. Okay. The baby was there, yeah. You know, Shansi was on Okay Part 2. I like that part better. No disrespect to Yachty. I like that part better. We have Ty Dolla $ign on Junior 2. And Jesus Lord Part 2 just had a bunch of niggas. I was just like, that shit was like 11. I think I had like 11 minutes. I was just like, what the fuck is this shit? It was a tribute album, honestly. I feel like, see, with the relationship Kanye did have with his mom, I feel like she would want him to be more gospel. And not that the other music he made was bad, like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and 808 Heartbreaks and all them other. They weren't, well, yay and fucking what's that bullshit called? Kid See Ghost was trash. Sorry for the background noise, by the way. But that shit was just fucking garbage. But besides that, I just don't know what to say about this shit. It's a listen. Now, yes, there was supposed to be a battle. Him and Drake were supposed to drop on the same day. That didn't happen. I don't know if he didn't want to be compared, because Kanye's not a nigga. He needs the numbers. He needs to chase the numbers. So I don't know. He's just like, fuck it. Plus, Kanye is a nigga, bro. He just gonna drop his shit. Nigga drop this shit 8 in the morning. Kanye just a different ass nigga. He gonna drop shit when he drop shit. So it is what it is. And now I'm looking at Drake, because I was already skeptical about September 3rd. So now I'm looking at the Drake shit like, is this nigga really gonna drop? Kanye dropped this shit he don't need to drop. And I was already skeptical in the beginning that CLB was coming out September 3rd. So now we gonna wait and see if Drake really gonna drop. He might drop a song. Also, maybe the cover art, maybe the track list. I don't think that nigga gonna drop his full tape on September 3rd. We will see though. We will see, but I will say, Donda is a return to form of the old Kanye. He was giving us some bars. He was flowing on here. Of course, there was sneak disses on Drake, especially on Okay and the Pure Soul song, both with Shansia, who allegedly Drake got pregnant and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? There was sneak disses on those. There's a sneak disses sprinkled throughout the album as well. It's a listen. It's honestly a good listen. I would say the features in certain songs shine way more than Kanye himself. It's like Kanye is like a conductor. Like, you see how DJ Khaled tries to put niggas together on fucking his albums, but it doesn't really work. It's just like, yo, there's some shit you can hear on the artist he got's album. Like, this shit sounds different. Like, Fabio smoked his fucking verse. I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, Shansi, like, babes. You know, I loved hearing Ruga on here, you know, Durkio doing his thing. Vori, I gotta put respect on your name. I'm gonna go listen to your project. I gotta put respect on that young man's name. Meek, you know what? Hey. You did well signing that nigga. Cause that, bruh. That Pop Smoke shit though, it sounded so like, it just sounded like you took that nigga voice, you just put on a song. And I know he's gone and he's passed, but still, that shit, not, there's no substance in that motherfucker. Roddy Ricch did his thing. The choir was cool, except the first song, the intro song. That I don't know where the fuck that came from. But yeah, I just gotta give it to this nigga, bro. He's gonna set a record regardless. I don't think Kanye is a numbers nigga compared to a Drake. Drake not even a numbers nigga, but like, that nigga kinda like in his LeBron mode of he wants the accolades and adulation of niggas, or either Kanye just drop his bullshit and go fucking make Yeezys afterwards. Like, this nigga's heart's not in it compared to Drake. Drake just does one thing, Kanye does a multitude. You know what I'm saying? But I need to give this a couple more listens. Also, it's hard to rate this because it's like a tribute album in a sense to his fallen parents. So it's kind of weird if I'm like, this shit is trash. Because who knows, maybe this is what his parents wanted him to be, more gospel. Like all of the lights, the 808s and Heartbreak, all them other shit we love by that nigga. His parent might have not loved that shit. You know? Honestly, if it's based on him and his relationship, I would say his mom would like some shit like Jesus walked and Father stretched my hand. What was it? Ultralight beam? Yeah, that shit. Yeah, and that would be her concept of her idea of Kanye West. Or yeah, whatever the fuck. This nigga trying to change his name. This nigga be setting himself on fire. This is a different nigga. Music wise, Kanye. Life wise, that nigga doing some bullshit. But it's just weak. Like, it's long. I will say that. But like, yeah, especially putting the part twos when, like, on some of the part ones when we heard other rappers on that song, and him putting the part two with the missing artist on that song or a different version of the same song. I don't feel like he's dropping a deluxe. I don't think he gives a fuck about the numbers. He's just like, here you go. I'm gonna go be imagining this, and I'm gonna come back. Like, just a live thing. Like, this nigga is basically Walt Disney. He's creating an experience and a thing, and I know he does too much, but at some point, it's just like, yay. So Donda. Like I said, I'm gonna give this a couple more listens. I really gotta break some of this shit. I hate the intro song though. That's number one. But yeah, that's all I got to say on this thing. Kanye, I'm gonna give it a couple more listens before I give my final verdict. But yeah, Kanye gave us Donda. Yeah, so fucking interesting body work, and yeah, we will give you a proper thing. Even though this is like a little deep, that I guess it was like a review, and I said, man, I'm gone, man, shit. Slime's on peace, y'all. I was gang. Links in the description. What you think of the album? If you heard it, you already have an opinion on it, or you need a couple more listens, you know, check. Yeah, I said check out the links in the description, right? Yeah, like, subscribe, if people, y'all post notifications. Check out the rest of the videos. Yeah, I'm gone. That was gang. Alright.